All right, so this is a very good morning to you, wherever you're doing the listening. This is The Breeze, and it's live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. We are live via the Zeno FM radio app. As well, if you download ỌDADEƐ radio app, you can listen to us 24/7. It's the freaky, fantastic Freestyle Friday edition of The Breeze. You're welcome to the show wherever you find yourself this morning. On behalf of the team led by Mr. Johnny Adofenin and Senior Edward Kofi, aka Eddie Kofi. My name is DJ Yus. I welcome you to The Breeze, the Friday edition. We are here till 12 midday to serve you with the best of information, education, and entertainment. Stay interactive with us on our social handles. On Twitter and on Instagram is at ỌDADEƐ Radio. We are live via our Facebook channel, ỌDADEƐ Radio, and as well we are live on our YouTube channel, ỌDADEƐ Radio. Our WhatsApp platform is 02000 92925. So coming up shortly, I'm going to be joined by some executives from the Rotary Club of Accra West. And we are going to have a conversation around the reorganization night for the Inter-Club of Presec Legon. That event is scheduled to come off on Saturday, May 27, 2023 at 4 p.m. at Presec Legon Assembly Hall. So basically, I'm going to be joined by Rotarian Prince Akwaku, who is the Rotary Club of Accra West President. And also we'll be joined by Rotarian Sam Ado. So we are going to have a conversation to look at all that is planned in terms of re-energizing the Inter-Club of Presec Legon. So all that you need to know is coming up, talking about the Inter-Club of Presec Legon. And then later on at the top of the hour 11, I'm going to be joined via Zoom by ỌDADEƐ Bishop Joe Kwapon. He's out with his latest gospel song. is going to be joining me from his base in the US, and of course we're going to have a conversation around his new song, get to listen to some of his songs and all that coming up at 11. So there's more here till we drop it at 12 midday. So please do stay tuned to the breeze. So, talking about the Interact Club of Presec Legon, like I did mention earlier on, I have two of my senior men in the house, and they are going to tell us a bit more as to all that we need to expect and watch out for in terms of the reorganization night for the Interact Club of Presec Legon. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to our studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are we doing this morning?
Doing great.
Yeah, pretty good. Thanks.
Okay, we thank God. All right, so basically, Mr. Samado, I don't know if you want to take this for us.
Sure.
Has the Interact Club of Presec been in existence, or is going to be launched for the first time?
Okay, thank you so much, DJU. So, a little bit of background into
yes.
what we're doing. Presec Legon had an Interact Club a while ago. Yeah, but the club became dormant for several reasons. So when I joined the Rotary Club of Accra West, I was tasked with getting back the Interact Club of Presec Legon back on its feet.
Okay.
My president here, Prince Akwaku, together with Assistant Governor of Rotary Club, Ernest Owusu Aferi, who is an ОДАДЕɛ.
Okay.
Basically gave me that charge, and working together with my president Prince and another Rotarian, IPP Nairam, we have been meeting with Miss Mikelena Kwe, who has been assigned by the headmaster to be the in-person contact or patron. We've been meeting with the club to basically get them reacclimatized with what Rotary is about, the Rotary principles, the Rotary ethos. We've taken them through the Constitution, the bylaws, and just recently we also had them participate in a service challenge, which my president will give you some information on. So to make it short, the Interact Club of Presec Legon has been in existence before it became dormant, and we are trying to reactivate and re-energize it.
Okay,
thank you.
We'll come and talk about the club properly, but Mr. Kwaku.
Yes.
What actually is the motive behind putting this Interact Club back to work?
Okay. Like Sam has told you, there used to be an Interact Club on the campus of Presec Legon. Yeah. And we all know Interact is a service club for the youth, ages between 14 and 18 years, and then students in secondary institutions. What the Interact Club seeks to do is to ensure that students are taken through some leadership skills. Students are given the ability to exercise their own judgment, do their own assessments, and decide for themselves what they want to do. Okay. The students also, the clubs also benefit, and the students also benefit sponsorship from the various Rotary clubs, and that is why we are taking this particular one up. And then what we do is to provide them with the support and the guidance. And worldwide, the Interact Club membership has grown in leaps and bounds. You have over 11,000 clubs worldwide, and the Rotary, and the good thing too is that Rotary International, and I'm sure most of us know what Rotary is about. It's a human service organization. Has seen that it's a good grounds for us to get or to inculcate that voluntary spirit, that service spirit, that leadership skill in people. So if we're able to start from the Interact level, then they grow up to become very good Rotarians and are able to provide service to society.
Okay.
Right. That is why we decided. We thought that no matter how long it has been dormant, it is necessary for us to come back and then whip up the interest. And so far, the journey has been good.
Okay.
Right.
So at the Inter Club, would you have it in other second cycle institutions in Ghana here as well?
Yes, we do. We have in Ghana, we have close to about, I'm not too sure about the number, but we have a lot of them. I'm sure a little over 30 interact clubs in Ghana. Yeah, we do.
And basically, what do they do? Mr. Sam, you want to add something?
Yeah. So in Accra, I know we have Accra Girls.
Okay.
We have Accra Academy. I think maybe Aquinas. So these are some of the schools in Accra. I think there may be some in Achimota School as well.
Okay. So basically, if Mr. Koko can take us through some of the basic things that the club does, like some of the activities and what is involved and who can join the club and all that.
Okay. In the first place, the club is open to anyone who wants to join.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just allow them to join, and then they go by they have bylaws that they go by. The thing about the Interact Club and the benefits that it gives the students and the students is that it enables them develop skills, especially communication skills, on their own.
Okay.
It is not all of them who get the opportunity to be prefects in the school. A lot of them will have leadership skills that they will need to exhibit, that they will need to show in other areas, in other service or social clubs on campus.
Okay.
And an Interact Club serves that particular avenue. Some of the activities that we normally, but I must say that the Interact Clubs themselves, they are how should I put it? They are actually on their own. Yeah, so they decide what they should do.
Okay.
So they only do that under the guidance of the Rotary Club. So what they would do is to identify needs in their community, and if you say their community, not only on Presec campus, but also in the Presec environs. Let's say in Presec, it could be in Medina.
Okay.
If they think that there's a problem, there's a need that can be addressed, then what they will do is that they do a kind of assessment and then find out how and look for the solutions to these particular problems, and then go around, look for sponsorship, and solve those problems in their community. At the end of the day, what we seek to do is to make sure that the Interact Clubs themselves are self-governing, they are self-supporting, they do everything on their own, and then also to ensure that every time they are busy helping their society.
Yeah, so just to add to what President Akwaku said, the Interact Clubs are supposed to give back to society. So they basically identify a need in their particular community, like in the Presec community, and come up with solutions, including how to raise money and how to implement the project. A case in point is the recent service challenge that they were part of. The project was to identify a need in school, and that the need they identified was a borehole, to get a borehole for Presec. The way they went about this was to find out from the houses, the students, what are some of the critical needs that the students are facing. The students, so the Interact Club were the ones who did that needs assessment, and they came up with the fact that the borehole was a priority that the school had to get. So they came up with their own solution, how to raise money, how to come about, get the project standing up. So this is an example of what a typical Interact Club will do. In the process, they learned about leadership skills, team building, how to work with others, conflict resolution. So it was a very good opportunity and training ground for them to learn new skills, apart from the fact that they are going to get a project that will be a legacy that they will leave on the Presec campus for their own building of their own selves and their skills and what they need for the future. The way through this project they learn those skills, and so this is a very interesting an exciting opportunity for our students at Presec Legon.
Very interesting. So, what is the key role of the Rotary Club of Accra West in particularly making sure the entire club of Presec Legon comes back to work?
Okay. Before I answer that, I just want to say a little bit about the Service Learning Challenge.
Okay.
The Service Learning Challenge is a competition organized by the District Interact Committee. Right.
Okay.
So what we do is that when we say service, we are referring to providing service, some voluntary service to the community. And when we say learning, we are talking about what do you learn out of the service that you've provided. So the project that Presec took to the competition was the borehole. And what it did was it allowed them to understand the lack of water, or access to water, what it brings, the effect it has on students who are on campus, not only in terms of health but also academically. Now, the role of Rotary in all this is to give them some sort of guidance and support, making sure that they go according to the bylaws, because we have bylaws that govern the Interact clubs. So we make sure that they go according to the bylaws, and then we make sure that everything they do is around Rotary. And the basic thing is that they are providing service, humanitarian service to the communities in which they belong. And then also, every time we want to ensure that it's not only the service that they will be engaged in terms of the Interact Club, but the other things that we want them to also do is to, like Sam said, a lot more teamwork and also have fun. They would at certain points go out and have fun, and it's also part of building them up. And these are things that they will grow up with, and they are things that they are values that will not leave them when they grow up.
Okay. Okay. So then it means that the Rotary Club of Accra West has a very serious or significant role to play in terms of ensuring that the club and its activities run smoothly on campus.
Yes, that's it. After the reorganization, we are not leaving it there.
Okay.
Because you notice that because this is an institutional one, so you find out that the students will come and go. So every time you have to be around the new students and be able to teach them and coach them on the tenets of Rotary. So we are not going to leave them. We are going to be with them and ensure that this is a club that stays. We expect that whilst they get to they enter in the club in Form 1, once they get to about Form 3, they are able to hand down whatever they have learned. But that doesn't mean we are leaving them at that point. We'll still be supporting them. We'll still be guiding them as to what they should do.
Yes, and to add to what Prince said, I think the secret sauce to making sure that the Interact Club of Presec is sustained this time around is the involvement of the mother of the sponsor club, Rotary Club of Accra West. I think that is why President Akwaku wisely designated an ỌDADEƐ, that's myself, who has the passion and basically the proclivity to be able to join and be with the club, hold their hands, and make sure that they grow and they don't fail. I think the reason why the previous effort did not become successful and was not sustained was I don't think there was that sustained effort from the mother sponsor club. So this time around, the sponsor club has an ỌDADEƐ who has been assigned and dedicated to make sure that the Interact Club of Accra West is established and is growing and will become an institution.
So are you going to be like a more or less like a patron to the club?
Absolutely. I'm going to be the link, and together with the president is very busy. He's very busy, so he may not be able to come on a very regular basis, but I think and you know me already with Presec, my passion. So once I get involved, I would make sure that this time around the club is sustained and will become established.
Nice one. This morning we are having a conversation about the Interact Club of Presec Legon by the Rotary Club of Accra West. We have Rotarian Prince Ekwaku. He's the president of the Accra West Rotary Club, and Rotarian Sam Ado in the house, telling us all that we need to know, most especially on the 27th of May. You have an event at the Presec Legon Assembly Hall. What are the expectations?
Okay. We think that having been dormant for some time, we need to give it a certain pump. We need to have a get together, bring all the students together, and let us mark it. Let us do another takeoff all together.
Okay.
On that particular day, what we're going to do is that we are going to give them Interact pins. And when we say every Rotary, we have pins. We have Interact pins. We have Rotary pins, which they proudly put on. So we are going to give them the Interact pins. We are also going to give them certificates of membership into Rotary, which they can show to anybody or anywhere that they've been involved in some Interact activities before, right? That's evidence. We're also going to give them some souvenirs in terms of, it could be pens, it could be t-shirts, it could be caps, and other things that we think will go with it.
Okay.
And then, you know, it is school camp. It is a secondary school, a boys' school. Definitely, there has to be some jamming, I should say.
Yeah,
so there has to be some jamming that will come along with it.
Okay, so there'll be music.
There'll be a lot of music. There'll be a lot of music on that day.
And then item 13.
As for that, you can't miss it.
Okay, so then it's going to be, it's just not going to be like a formal event. There will definitely be that item 13, and there'll be music to, you know, keep the student entertained.
Yes.
All right, so is it open to all students or just members who are supposed to attend this event?
We're restricting it to the members of the Interact Club,
okay.
because we know that there are other social clubs on campus.
Yes.
But we're restricting it to the Interact clubs. But for adults, we are opening it up to all adults. But then when it comes to the students, we are restricting it to the students.
Okay.
We want the students to have in fact, we actually want all the other social clubs to feel jealous. We want to keep them out so that they see what we have done.
Exactly.
Yes. And to add to that, we're inviting ỌDADEƐs who are Rotarians.
Okay.
I think in Accra alone, Rotary clubs, we have over 30 Rotary clubs, and we're inviting ỌDADEƐs who are Rotarians in all the various clubs to come to Presec on the 27th to support this initiative. We're also inviting, as Prince said, any others. And during this program, we hope to reach out to the adults, the ỌDADEƐs and others to support this club in any way they can, because the club is going to, apart from the borehole, we're looking at other projects that the club would get involved in. So we need financial support.
All right. So apart from all that has been mentioned, do we have an existing members or membership of some students on campus at the moment?
Yes, the whole process of the reorganization started last year.
Okay.
When ỌDADEɛ Samado was tasked with the responsibility to bring back this club. So the headmaster gladly gave us two patrons, Michelina Kwe and Mr. Danso Abiambio, as patrons for the club.
Okay.
So we've been meeting with them since January, and we were able to bring them together. As we speak, we have about 150 students who are members. It has become the largest social club right here on the Presec campus.
Okay.
So we started with them. In fact, what we did was our first day we introduced them to what it was, because it has been dormant for a long time. They know about Rotary, but not about Interact itself into that detail. So we had to take them through what Interact Club is all about, and then also the benefits of being in the Interact Club. Yeah. So currently we have about 150 students who will be giving membership certificates and pins and souvenirs on Saturday, next week Saturday.
Next week Saturday.
And I'd like to add to that when we introduced the concepts of Rotary and Interact, the interest was so high that there were several students who, apart from the 150, who wanted to join, and it got to a point where we even had to decline membership.
Oh, okay.
Because if we had opened it up, I think I would have maybe several students joining. So Interact Club, even before we have taken off officially, has heightened interest, and we hope that with what we can do and what we can offer the Preset community, this will be the most interesting and the most expansive club that would ever be on the Preset campus.
Wow, that's really, really interesting to note. So if you're a student and of course you want to be a member, I think now, no chance. I mean, you can be a new member as at now. Is that right?
If you're in Form 1, you can join.
Okay.
Yes, but for the Form 2s and the Form 3s, we are closing the door a bit to them.
Okay.
But I must say that when the students enter the service challenge competition, the competition was held. If I started from last year when it was launched, and then when we started the reorganization, we got this idea: why don't we allow Preset to also enter the challenge? And they took up this particular challenge. Out of the about 11, I think 9 to 11 schools that participated, Preset came 5th. And we must congratulate the students for the wonderful work that they had done, the research that had gone into it, the needs assessment, the lot of brain power that had gone into it, their PowerPoints, their slides, their pictures. What they put up was really good, and they were able to get their numbers also right. They placed 5th, and I think that going forward, we were expecting that at least we'll be in the top 3, because the top 3 were getting awards and prizes. Yeah. We were expecting that we will enter the top 3, but be as it may, what we'll do is that we think that we'll still help them and we'll get into the top 3. But the most important thing for us is not the award per se.
Okay.
For us is being able to identify problems and provide solutions to them. That I think is the key thing for us. Okay. And we have decided in our club, that is Rotary Club of Accra West, to actually take up their project, the borehole project, and start looking for sponsorship for that particular borehole project.
Okay.
And that is music to my ears as an ÖDADEÄ, because I think currently there's only one borehole that serves as an alternative source of water for the school whenever the Ghana water tap is not flowing.
Running, yeah.
And that single borehole serves the 5,000 people in the Preset community. So the need for a second, third, fourth borehole is acute. And so for Rotary Club of Accra West to commit to finding funding to support the Interact Club. The Interact Club would be this will be their project. So for them and for this solution, I think that will be music to the ears of all ÖDADEÄs and to the headmaster and to Michelina Kwe. I'd like to commend Miss Michelina for her sterling efforts. She has been a giant and a tower of strength to us, to rally the boys, to encourage them, to get them all together on board. And then we are also bringing the Rotary angle. So Michelina is a very, very valuable and important resource to making sure that this club becomes successful.
All right. So on the 27th, come next week Saturday, when are we starting? And just a little breakdown just to highlight it, and then we'll be wrapping up in some few minutes.
Okay. So on Saturday, the program starts at 4.
Okay.
And in Rotary, we are punctual. Right, we believe.
I mean, not Ghana time. 4 o'clock.
No. So we are very punctual. When we say 4, we say 4.
4, okay.
Right. So we're starting at 4, and we'll go through trying to explain why the reorganization. We'll take people through why Rotary, why Interact, and then we will also allow the invited guests to see the project that was taken to the Service Learning Challenge. Okay. Because what we also want to do is to start creeping up interest and looking for sponsorship. So it's important for our invited guests to see what was showcased, so that if they can also chip in then that will also help us and make sure that the project comes to fruition.
Okay.
After that, we'll be doing the pinning, and then we'll be doing the distribution of the membership certificates, and then there'll be more music and more music,
more fun,
and then we'll do the item 30.
And ÖDADEÄ Radio is going to be there to give coverage to this event.
You have to be there.
So you can stay tuned and get more also on that on ÖDADEÄ Radio. So well, in wrapping up, anything that maybe Mr. Rotarian Samado might maybe want to add to?
Sure. So thank you very much for the opportunity to come here today and to talk about the intra-club of Presec Legon. I also want to thank my president for allowing us to lift up this club, which had become dormant. I think, as I indicated earlier, the key to making sure that this time around the club is sustained and grows is commitment from the sponsor club, because I think one of the bylaws is they cannot really do things autonomously on their own without the guidance of the sponsor club. So with me as the contact person, I'll make sure and I commit to be dedicated to them to help this club grow. And the club is not just going to be a talking shop. The club is going to be a club that would be active and would do things action oriented, and make sure that they will have an impact on the lives of the Presec community. Thank you.
Okay. Presido, anything you add before you take leave of us?
I just want to say a big thank you to ÖDADEÄ Radio for giving us the opportunity. And we inviting all those who are listening to us, especially the ÖDADEÄs, to come. Let them come, let them donate towards this cause. We want to commit as a club to make sure that the inter-club of Presec Legon is actually the biggest club on this particular
campus.
Not only in terms of numbers, but even the kind of projects that they enter into. Yes, we think that public image for the inter-club of Presec is very important, and we are committed to that.
You mentioned an aspect of donation, and if possibly somebody is listening and might want to contribute or donate, do you have any means by which that person can reach out?
Yes, the person can reach out. You send your MTN Momo to ÖDADEÄ Rotarian Samado. You can get him on 055 091 3699. I repeat, just send your Momo to Rotarian Sam Ado 055 091 3699. Yes, and your money will be put to good cause.
Is it for, only Rotarians or
anybody listening? Or
anybody listening who want to support?
Anybody who wants to support will support us.
Yes, so we're appealing to the wider ÖDADEÄ community, especially my brothers in the USA, where I was the president of the ÖDADEÄ North America chapter. So I'm appealing to my USA North America brethren, ÖDADEÄ brethren, to support Inter Club of Accra West. Initially, the first project that we're going to be tackling is to provide a borehole which will alleviate the single borehole which is currently serving 5,000 students and others on the Presec community. So any money that we get will be put to a very worthy cause. We're inviting all our ÖDADEÄs to contribute. And the number again, as President Prince indicated, is MTN Momo 055 091 3699 Sam Ado. And the money will be fully accounted for transparently, and will be put to a good cause.
So anyone who has been touched, who want to support, the opportunity is there for you to throw in your support and to ensure that everything is going well in terms of the Rotary Club of Accra West, putting all their effort to ensure that the Inter Club of Presec Legon is re-energized and put back to work. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time once again.
Thank you very
Any
much.
special thanks, any shout outs, any maybe possibly you want to Send some shout outs to anyone before you leave.
Well, I am not an ỌDADEɛ. I'm a typical Santa Clausian.
Santa Clausian.
So a shout out to all my Santa Clausian group,
Clausians,
especially my year group 1979, and also the ỌDADEɛs in the 1979 year group. But a bigger shout out to my pal, my brother, my everything, ỌDADEɛ Philip Akolache. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Amadu.
Yes, on my part, yes, ỌDADEɛ. A shout out to my brethren in North America, all ỌDADEɛs in North America. I say hello to you, and I hope that you guys will contribute to towards the borehole pre-sec. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much once again, gentlemen, for making time to join us this morning to tell us all the plans and activities that has been lined up for the reorganization night for the Interact Club of Presec Legon. Don't forget the event comes up on the 27th of May 2023. It's a Saturday at 4 p.m. at the Presec Legon Assembly Hall. When they say 4 p.m., it's 4 p.m. Like you hear Presido saying, it's 4 p.m., 4 p.m. So exactly 4 p.m., the event takes off at the Presec Assembly Hall. There's going to be a lot of activities. Members of the Interact Club of Presec Legon are going to be there. Some ỌDADEɛs are going to be there. Some patrons and some teachers are also joining in. ỌDADEɛ Radio will also be there. And if you're in touch too and want to support the Interact Club of Presec, remember to send your donations via MTN Momo on 0550913699 to Rotarian Sam Ado. The breeze continues. Please do stay tuned. All right, so it's still live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. This is The Breeze. You're still live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. This is The Breeze. And it's coming to you live from our studios here at the Presec Campus, Legon, in Accra, Ghana. The Breeze is on every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 10 to 12 midday, live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio exclusively. Don't forget, we are as well live over our YouTube channel, ỌDADEƐ Radio on YouTube. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and also join us on our live feed on Facebook, ỌDADEƐ Radio Ghana. So just gone by, we had some Rotarians. Rotarian Prince Okwoku is the Rotary Club president for Rotary Club of Accra West. We also had Rotarian Senior Sam Ado also joining us this morning to talk about the Interact Club of Presec Legon. So there's still more to come. This morning, I am going to be joined by ỌDADEƐ Bishop Joe Kwapong, Joe Kwap's music, all the way from his base in the US. And this morning, we are going to have a conversation to talk about his new gospel release song, which is already out, Beji Wayeyi. It's coming up on the Breeze chart at the top of the hour 11. So please do stay tuned whilst Bishop Joe Kwapong joins me from his base in the US. We are going to be talking about his new music. You've not heard it. If you've heard it, stay tuned because we are going to unleash the song and premiere it here for all ỌDADEƐs to make sure they're listening, and of course to all our audience, those watching us via Facebook and on YouTube, those listening to us via the Zeno FM radio app, those listening to us on ỌDADEƐ radio app. It's going to be an exclusive section this morning as Bishop Joe Kwapong joins me. We are basically going to talk about his music and all the good things he's doing with his gospel and his ministry. But tomorrow, don't forget, as part of the 85th anniversary of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Presec Legon, there will be a mega Shepe soccer fiesta tomorrow. Hey, it won't be easy. Starting off from 6 a.m. at the Alumni and Mentorship Center here at Presec Legon. Tomorrow, Saturday, 20th of May 2023. Come join us. Let's shake our body. Let's warm our body. Let's stay fit and keep fit as we're still in the anniversary mood, the 85th anniversary of our Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. It's still in motion. Don't forget, it's a year-long marked activities, and there's a lot more to come. So tomorrow will be that big day, big Shepe, mega Shepe tomorrow on campus. It won't be easy. So make sure you be here to join us from 6 a.m. and joining the fun, joining the excitement, joining the action and everything. Don't forget, the 85th anniversary is being celebrated on the theme building upon a legacy of excellence. Oh, come along and join us. Stay interactive with us on 02,000-92925. So talking about tomorrow's event that will take place at Alumni Mentorship Center, AMC, here on the Presec Campus, Legon. just to give you a little gist and detail as to what to expect and what to watch out for tomorrow as you come join us at 6 a.m. There's going to be a lot of activities. There will be a health walk. There will be aerobics. There will be medical screening. There will be a business expo and a mega rablo. All powered by ỌDADEƐ 1980-year group. The mega Shepe is happening tomorrow. Make sure you join us from 6 a.m. as part of the 85th anniversary celebrations of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. Hey, and of course, there's going to be a soccer fiesta as well. And the highlights include ỌDADEƐ 2008 will go against ỌDADEƐ 2009, 2005-year group will go against 2003-year group, and the 1995 and 96-year group will go against 1992-year group. ỌDADEƐ 2012 group will go against the 2013-year group, and ỌDADEƐ 2006 will go against 2007-year group, and ỌDADEƐ 2004 will go against ỌDADEƐ 2011-year group. So there will be a soccer fiesta, medical screening, aerobics, Rablo, and a lot more tomorrow, 6 a.m. at the Alumni Mentorship Center. The mega Shepe. And as well, before we jump into the brief chat segment coming up with Bishop Joe Kwapong, Edubia and Associate present Business Readiness Masterclass for Diasporans. Edubia and Associate present Business Readiness Masterclass for Diasporans. It is coming off from on the 10th of June 2013 from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at the Serenity House here in Ghana. Registration is 350 Ghana cedis, and the package include 5 insightful business mentoring sections to get you ready to build your dream business here in Ghana. So just to run you quickly through the 5 insightful business mentoring sessions to get you ready to build your dream business here in Ghana. The session topics include 10 reasons why businesses fail in Ghana and why your diaspora business won't. And number 2 is mistakes, mindset, and behaviors of founders that can kill their own business. The third one is how the key natural culture of Ghanaians impact on work ethics. And the fourth one is how to motivate Ghanaian workers to give off their best. And of course, the fifth point is becoming an effective business owner and leader. Edubia and Associate is bringing to you all the aspirants who are interested to set up businesses here in Ghana to take advantage of this Business Readiness Masterclass for all the aspirants. Register for a small fee of 350 Ghana cedis to benefit hugely. It's coming off on the 10th of June 2023 from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at the Serenity House here in Ghana, in Accra. For registration and enquiries, please do call 0544775660. That is 0544775660 for further enquiries and registration. You're still live here on The Breeze on ỌDADEƐ Radio. My name is Joseph Oti. You can as well refer to me as DJ Use. Thank you for staying tuned. I'm jumping into a very quick commercial break. When I return, Bishop Joe Kwapong will be joining me from his base via Zoom in the US. Please do stay tuned to The Breeze here on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Starting or building a dream business in Ghana as a diasporan can be difficult. No one prepares us for this journey, and so we make costly business mistakes and decisions along the way. But that doesn't have to be your experience anymore, so says Edubia Yisi, founder of Edubia and Associates. Join other diasporans and register for Edubia and Associates Business Readiness Masterclass for diasporans. 5 insightful business mentoring sessions to prepare you to start and build your dream business in Ghana. It's happening on the 10th of June 2023 from 8 a.m. to 12 noon at Serenity House, Ghana for 350 Ghana cedis. Limited seats are available, so reserve your spot via WhatsApp on 054 477 5660 and register now. Thank you and see you soon.
Say no to single-use plastic bags. They are destroying our environment. Water bodies contribute to most of the rubbish in open spaces and gutters, contributing to floods. Fish and livestock are ingesting plastics, which poses danger to our health. Plastics take ages to decompose and are harmful to the environment. Be responsible. Join eco-conscious citizens in supporting International Plastic Bag Free Day and say no to plastic bags. Use a basket, jute bag, or other biodegradable bags on 3rd July and every other day.
Did you know that 90% of people with autoimmune diseases will be misdiagnosed or spend years before a diagnosis is made? Precious time that could lead to organ damage. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system starts to attack healthy organs and cells in the body till they are destroyed. These conditions are more severe and are increasingly seen in people of African ancestry. The Rheumatology Initiative TRI is an NGO leading with education, advocacy, and research in autoimmune diseases. TRI ensures patients have the right peer support with a support group of over 200 people diagnosed with autoimmune conditions. The Rheumatology Initiative provides emergency medication for needy patients and teaches them life skills to ensure some financial stability. TRI reaches patients, health practitioners, and the general public through various educational interventions to enable prompt diagnosis and treatment for improved outcomes. How can you support our work at the Rheumatology Initiative? Please donate to our MTN Momo 024 192 9775. Account name is the Rheumatology Initiative. To volunteer, please send an email to volunteer@tryghana.org. That's TRIGhana.org. Visit our website tryghana.org to reach us, and on social media look for our handles at TryGhana.
ỌDADEƐ Radio. Like us on Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ỌDADEƐ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on ỌDADEƐ Radio. You are listening to The Breeze, live on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
You are worthy. Come on, tell him he's Lord.
You are listening to The Breeze,
I give you thanks,
live on
God.
ỌDADEƐ Radio.
He's always faithful, never changing. You are Lord. Come on, say it again. You are worthy. You are Lord. Akpema simply means I give you thanks, God. Never changing. You are Lord.
Always faithful.
sing it, say omnipotent, omnipresent, you are here. Hey, Akbamushe, always faithful, never, never changing. You alone, Akbar. Oh, sing again, say omnipotent, you're omnipresent, you are here. Akbar, my worship. You're always faithful, and you never ever change. You are Lord. Hey, Akbar.
Odadia Radio.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
Shall sing your praise and bow before the whole shade against every nation shall sing your praise and bow before the whole shade against nations shall sing your praise and bow before. Hey, say, my deliverer, say, my deliverer, my strong tower, you are great. Hey, I bear my wound. You're always, 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 always faithful. Never changing, Lord. You are Lord. I bear my deliverer, my strong tower. You are great. Hey, I bear my worship. Always faithful. You're never changing. You are Lord. I bear my worship. I bear my we give you praise.
In the background, there's music from Joquaf's Music. This one was recorded in Accra, Ghana, released on Sunday, January 29, 2023, at the New Red Church in the US. Yes, he called this one You Are, Bishop Joe Kwapong. Blessing us this morning. Wherever you find yourself this morning doing the listening, if you are watching us via our YouTube channel, if you are as well watching us on Facebook Live or ỌDADEƐ Radio Ghana, if you are listening to us via the Zeno FM radio app, as well if you're listening to us via the ỌDADEƐ radio app, you are welcome. This is the Breeze Chat segment this morning. Bishop Joe Kwapong is already live with us via Zoom. This one is You Are. Bishop.
Good morning, DJ Hughes.
Yeah, good morning, Bishop. How are you doing?
Charlie, I'm well over by his grace. How about yourself?
Yes, I'm very fine. I'm very, very fine. Nice to have you on the program this morning.
Yes, sir.
Wow. It's really great to see you, my brother.
Same here. Yes. And let me congratulate you for the great work you are doing.
Thank you.
There's only one DJ used. You know.
That's really,
only one.
Yes.
Ekometope.
Nakano. All right. So this song, "You Are," a very, very, very touching, inspiring song, which I think you released. What time did you release that one? "You Are."
In fact, I want to say April. I want to say April ending of this year.
April ending of this year.
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So I mean, the audio is already out, and I mean it's also out. We are going to be talking about your new song today, Bejiwaye. But once we have you online as an ỌDADEƐ yourself, can we throw back a little bit into some of your school times and your school days here on Presec?
Sure, why not?
Yes,
sure, why not?
Yes.
Why not?
So
now I can hear you, but I mean I can see you on Facebook. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. You can. Okay.
I can
awesome.
see
you can hear me.
Yes, and I can hear you clearly, very well as well.
Okay, awesome. Yes, sir.
So I mean,
what are we talking about?
I mean, tell us first of all, which year did you complete Presec?
I completed in 84.
Okay.
1984. Yes, sir.
1984. And which house were you?
Reese house, the best house. Don't listen to what Fico will tell you. Fico wants you to believe that house 4 is the best, but nah. Reese house.
Reese house. Okay.
Eddie Fico.
Yes. I know he's listening by now.
Okay.
All right. So I mean,
Good man.
What are some of the funny memories that maybe you can recollect in your Presec days?
Oh, Charlie, Presec days, yeah. You say yeah, plenty. I remember going in there in '79. For the first time, this was my first experience, boarding house experience. So I could see grown people. I mean, people with beard and all that. And to me, these were, grown men. Some of them very scary, and then so many memories. Even the dining hall experience.
Yes.
The dining hall. I saw so many boys in there sitting at a table serving the food. One of the things I didn't used to like too much, shippy early in the morning.
You didn't like the shippy at all.
At the time, because early in the morning, Charlie, trying to at the shit, and you'll be sleeping before you know, man. But it's been great. It's been great. Presec has really made me, by the grace of God, who I am today. So many fond memories. So many.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, what was your favorite food at the dining hall?
Oh, Charlie. Do I even know? I think it's red. Red. Yes, red. Anytime we ate red, Charlie, you have to make sure you were in there.
You don't miss that at all.
No. You can't miss red. Makbo.
Were there any seniors at the time you feared? Because when you came in, you had all these seniors with beard and big boys and all that. Were there any that you feared?
No joke, DJ Use. No joke. I mean, like House 5 to start with, right? There was Tikwe.
Okay.
Tikwe, right? The late Tikwe. Okay. Morgan, I think his name was. Man, that guy was. I think when we went to Form 1, he was in Form 4, right? He may be Fico's mate, or I believe so. Man, that guy used to terrorize us. He would assemble all the juniors. Charlie, Nike Balenwe nye belt, don't be small. I mean, Tikwe go round us out and up to the lawn, and he wants soakings. I supply petit and Gary and this, that.
If it doesn't come, the problem.
Yeah. That'll be but it's funny. Later on, I met Tikwe through a mutual friend. One Usofuku, I can't remember his name now.
Okay.
Bishop Nitaki Aboy, you know, and I discovered that was his cousin.
Okay.
And Atikwe was like the nicest guy you could meet, you know. And then there was another guy, Zash. Zash was in our house. Zash he came out and he didn't say much. The guy didn't talk and always shirtless. Hey, Charlie, used to fear Zash like something. Yeah,
wow, interesting. So, who are some of your colleagues that you could recollect?
Oh, my colleagues, you know, because of the platform, we stay in touch.
Yes.
You know, first and foremost, our president for life, you know, Zikwe. Zikwe is like the best ever. You know what I mean? The guy has stayed on course. He's kept us in check, you know, and he's always the first to exemplify something. For example, whatever we have to do, he's there. He leads in you know, by example and all that. And then there is so many. There's Frank, there's CK Charles. Charles is also part of the North America ỌDADEƐ platform. I talk to him quite often. You know, there is Spams. We call him Spams. Okubwachi. You know, he was here in the U.S. with us. There's so many. King was a sports guy.
And how about teachers?
Teachers?
Yes.
Charlie, no me school and Charlie, I allowed you buy. You know,
I had a few.
Few. But I remember this geography teacher, Yao B.
Okay.
You know, he used to teach us geography. The guy would come in and he barely use his textbook, you know, and he would teach us. It's almost like Charlie, the guy just chewed paw. I mean, he was very brilliant, very, very brilliant, you know. And then I remember our commerce teacher. I remember our history teacher. We used to call her Serbia. I remember one time, you know, she was teaching us about the World War, and she kept referring to Serbia. Oh, Charlie, I go write Serbia on the board, you know, boys' school. This woman came in and said, "Who wrote Serbia on the board?"
On the board.
Yeah, but somebody snitched on me. Somebody told that Charlie was Papung, and they took me to the. At the time, I can't remember who was the headmaster. But Charlie,
it wasn't easy for you.
It was easy.
I can imagine. You know, I can imagine that.
Fun memory. Yeah.
But did you have a nickname on campus at the time?
Oh, Charlie, I did. It was Cooler Man.
Cooler Man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cooler Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some would say Joe Cooler, but you know, mostly Cooler.
Cooler Man. Oh, okay. That's the Cooler Man of 1984 year group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, so your days after Presec, how long did it take you after Presec before probably you traveled out and all that? Can you walk us through that journey?
Okay. When I left in 84, I went to WAS for my sixth form, right? And so sometime in 86, I started serious ministry. I mean, I'd always been into music, you know. So I was playing at the time. And I remember in the year 84, ICGC started. Recently, Reverend Markway gave some history of the charismatic, you know, all that.
Yeah.
I was there from the get-go. In fact, I knew Reverend Markway before I went to Presec 78, when he used to have program at the Arts Center and all that. But anyway, so when I left in 84, actually, I left Ghana in 1988 to go to the UK. So I went to Tottenham College in the UK, and it took about between 84 that I left Presec, and I'll say the year 2020 is when I came back. That's like 36 years, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Before you came back to Ghana?
I came back, yes, and went to Presec. Went to go see. I mean, I did travel to Ghana in between that.
In between that time.
But then, yes. but then it was a space of 36 years before I went back to Presec,
Okay.
to the school.
Okay. Well,
Something I'm not proud of that at all.
Anyway, but to talk about your ministry, how did it take off? How did it begin?
The ministry goes way back to our days. Especially I lost my father at an early age, maybe about 10 years, 10, 11,
Okay.
and then my mother, my good old mother, Mama Kwapon, amazing woman. I remember in 76, we started having morning devotions at the house. It kind of reminded me of Shippy Shippy, but on a daily basis, you have to wake up whether you've had enough sleep or not. So this woman would make sure that we would pray in the morning and each person had to recite a scripture, So that went on for some time. And then my older brother, Reverend Eric Kwapong, who is also, quite a good, at the time, music ministry and all that. So he enlisted me in Judah Praise. Judah Praise, I say, was around 80, even before I left Presec. I would play guitar for Judah Praise. So that's when it all began, serious. And then when I came to Presec, I joined SOAS. SOAS was a SU band, not SU, but a Christian singing group. At the time, we had people like Copper Bedons, the late Copper Bedons. We had Senior Arthur, we had Senior Sampong, et cetera, et cetera. And so the music has been there all that while. When I left in 88, even before I left in 88, Ghana, I had a group, SOAS, not SOAS, I'm sorry. I had a group, Sparks. We call ourselves Sparks, young men try to do something. So we've had like different worship events, all of that, till I went to the UK. I joined a church there. I was the music director, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So music goes way back, way, way, way back.
So someone will ask, how did music find you, or did you find music?
My father was a musician. My late father was a musician. He played guitar, and so it ran through the family.
Okay.
My older brother, like I said, Bishop Eric Kwapong, a singer. All of us in the family, 6 of us, they played guitar or they sang or they did both.
Okay.
But one of the people who seriously influenced me, believe it or not, is my youngest brother, Emmanuel. Emmanuel was a bass player, phenomenal bass player, and he also played the keyboard. So I remember seeing him playing keyboard one time, and I say, "Hey, Charlie, how did you learn this instrument?" So he inspired me. I started learning to play the keyboard and all of that. So the music has always been in the family. We've always competed amongst ourselves. We've sung amongst ourselves, see who will out-sing who and all that. And that has helped to, keep us all on our toes. And surprisingly, my kids do music too. In fact, they lead worship at the church. Yes. At the church, yes. I have 2 daughters. My older one, she's self-taught. She plays piano, keyboard, like myself, and then the one after that, she's into poetry, spoken word, all that.
Oh, interesting. Then your family is really gifted with music. The family is really gifted.
By the grace of God.
Okay. So professionally, when did you decide to go into music full time? To start doing recordings, going to studio and all that?
Okay. It was when I moved to the UK in 1988. I used to play, I played for different bands, reggae bands. For me, it wasn't necessarily gospel at the time, because I viewed music as a universal language. As long as it's not violence, as long as it's not derogatory, like talking down on people and all that. Yes. I played in sessions, recording sessions. They would come. I remember when the Tego sisters when they had their very first album. It was me and the gentleman Zap Mallet. You know, he was staying with me at the time in the UK. So I was privy to what he did. I saw what all that. I didn't perform on the album, but I was around. You know, we went to the studio together. But mostly, I was playing for Jamaican bands in the UK, as well as playing for church. You know, we had at the time. I remember Jubilee Christian Church, the late Bishop Bob Hodgson. I played for his church. I played for Edmonton Temple, a very popular church in the UK at the time. So yeah, it really took off in the UK in the 80s.
Oh, okay. So what was the first original recording song that you did, if you can remember? Like your own song?
To tell you the truth, I can't. Okay, as a solo, like my personal
work.
Yes,
your personal work, like your first music release that you did.
Okay, the very first that I remember was with a gentleman called TVO Latte.
Hey, TVO Latte.
TVO. Latte. I'm sorry, Latte. Yes, TVO.
TVO Latte.
At the time.
I knew that man.
Yes, TVO Latte.
Yes.
You know him. Yes, that guy
him.
is phenomenal. I don't even know. Is he in Ghana?
Well, I don't know where he is by now.
Okay, but TVO and I want to say it was like either that we did some sample work. I remember doing hymns. I did a couple of hymns with him. TVO Latte was really good. I think he worked at GBC at the time.
Yes.
You know, he was really good. But guess what? I never released it publicly, or I didn't circulate it at the time because the music industry was different. It was completely different from what it is today. You know, we used to have like a long form you would fill out to ASCAP, you know, put your lyrics in there. You have to mail it, and then it comes back to you, sealed. You have an envelope that is sealed, and you don't open it. So if somebody plays your music or uses your music without permission, then you kind of bring that out as the evidence that, you know what, I recorded this thing, this original. Of course, ASCAP would have a copy of it and stuff like that. So that was the time when I think it would say early 90s. And yeah, that I remember. Yes, sir.
Okay. You've mentioned some names, some producers like Zab Mallet, TVO Latte, and the rest. I see that you've encountered some experiences on your way up, building yourself towards your music journey. Apart from the names I heard, is there anyone who also influenced you in terms of choosing to do music?
I mean, again, two people right from that who caught me from my very early days would be my oldest brother, you know, Bishop Eric Papong, who, as I said, I remember he used to. He gave me opportunity to play drums, and I used to have like a broom. I used a broom as my hi-hat. I used a lid as the cymbals and the table, you know, and all that. Then I advanced to, you know, playing the real thing, drums. And then my younger brother, who taught me, really, he was my first music teacher, you know, who taught me how to play the keyboard. But outside of that, there's been so many, like Kofi Ampedu, for example. Yeah. Kofi Ampedu was Calvary Road. I knew him, like I said, in the 70s. I used to go to him. Even when I went to England, I used to play at his church. You know, we spent time together, so much time together. And then there's Eric Antonio. Eric Antonio is also ỌDADEƐ. I think his nickname was Agbeli.
Okay.
You know, Eric still is a phenomenal keyboard player, and I always used to listen to Eric Beckon. I don't know if you know Eric Beckon. Eric Beckon was president. He's here in Philadelphia, and every song that I do, I bounce it by him in terms of the harmony. I take to him. I say, Eric, big bro, listen to this. Give me your feedback. You know, as of yesterday, I was talking to him. So there's been so many. I listen to Kojo Entry. Kojo Entry is one of my favorite guys.
Okay.
You know, I used to go to his shows when I was in the UK. You know, Abrantia, Amachi Dede, is it Amachi Dede or Kofi Sa? Amachi Dede, yes.
Amachi Dede, yes.
Yes, how much they did. You know, because for me, music was transcendent. I mean, I didn't keep myself to just gospel music. I listened to music across the board. You know?
So it doesn't matter if it's a secular music. Once you see it, it's a good music.
No.
You are able to tune yourself
Absolutely.
to it. I get that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As long as, like I said, it's not profanity, it's not derogatory, you know, F this, F that, B this, you know, talking down on females and all these things. Yes. I mean, I enjoy music of all genres, all types, reggae, jazz, you name it.
You've been in the US for a longer period, and you've also experienced Ghana. Comparing Ghana and the US, promoting your music there and promoting it down here, how is the difference like? I mean, is there any serious difference in terms of promoting music?
Expose me if you. I tell you, man.
What question? I mean, Ghana and the US,
I
yes.
hear you. I know quality the kind of music that Ghanaians do. I don't even know if they are aware of the quality of music.
Okay.
That when it comes to the musicianship, hold on. There's a young man who did my first video, Lawrence called it Tete. He's here in the US now.
Okay.
And you know, he comes to church, he plays for me. When he sits behind the drums, he reminds me of another guy that used to play drums, Kofi Aport. Kofi Aport was in the 80s with Eric Antonio and all those guys. I used to listen to those guys. So Ghanaian musicians are some of the baddest. They are some of the best, you know. And when we get to Bejuaye, I'll tell you some of the guys I used in Ghana to produce this one.
Okay.
You know, but I doff my hat out to Ghanaian musicians. I think they are the best. Sometimes equipment-wise, you know, but even now these days, because I remember back in the day, in the 70s, in the 80s, Sami Helwani, you know, he used to have a studio, and even him, he had like phenomenal equipment in there. So comparing Ghana, and I know that's the question. I'm trying not to run away from it. Comparing the U.S. with Ghana, I love doing things with musicians in Ghana. They are dedicated to their craft. They will, I mean, when they play, they play.
Okay.
Now, to get the same caliber of musicians in the U.S., not only do you have to pay big money, you have to catch them at a good time where they're not playing in, you know, elsewhere, you know, and all that. So I think that musicians in Ghana are phenomenal. I love promoting it to my own people, you know, and to just hang with my folk.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That is good to. That's interesting and good to know. Remember, we're having a conversation this morning with ỌDADEƐ Bishop Joe Kwapong. Very soon we'll be getting to experience his latest gospel music release. And if you have any questions or comments, remember you can send them on our WhatsApp on 02,092,925. You can as well leave your comments on our Facebook live stream, also on YouTube. You can leave your comments, and we'll pick them up and share them with you, with our guest this morning. So if it's a question or comment, or if you want to give Bishop some props, Charlie, props any. Let's see what is happening. You know what it is.
From I'm sorry, I didn't get enough for me.
Okay.
You know, when I after I think it took about 24 years ago, 24. What am I saying? Okay, I had gone for 24 years. I came back, and man, my year group, they organized. We went to a place, some jazz place. Man, Charlie, we threw down. We had good food. We had good conversation. I saw people I hadn't seen in a while. James Bond was my friend. You know, my boy from Dasoman. I saw all of them. You name it. and that was great.
Wow. It was here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was in Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana, yeah, I'm telling you the truth. There's no better place. I'm telling you, there's no better place. Everything from the food we eat, organic, the sun. And sometimes it takes you getting out to come in, to understand, to really appreciate what we have. When I was younger, yes, we talk about abrochi and all these different things. And somebody asked me, you say abrochi is good. Why are you still here? It's because I'm working my way. Or I have some things tied up. My young 2 girls are here, but trust me, one foot is in Ghana. I think senior Sam he has set the record and the pace. So I want to walk in the shoes.
So some time to come, you relocate to come and live in Ghana. Is that what you are saying?
Right now, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay. And in fact, right now, I even consider myself more because, in the past couple years, I've spent longer time in Ghana. Ghana is my home. I love it, especially like Kloa. We have the greens and all of that. Accra is a bit crazy, but yeah.
So you like the countryside?
I like the countryside. Yeah. I like Charlie, the people who ride the motor, the Okada people. Charlie, when the light is red, then Charlie, I remember when I first said that. Charlie didn't blow naked. Hey, Charlie, you guys wait to.
They can't wait.
I got used to it.
They can't wait.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Yes, sir.
All right. So, talking about your music, how many songs have you recorded and released so far?
In the last couple of years, I have maybe just 2 years or so. I have steadily released single because I'm reintroducing myself into the system. Okay. And this Bejiwa Yeye will be the fifth single. The fifth single. I have plans of doing an album launch, doing worship events.
So you don't have an album you don't have an album yet released?
I do, but I just haven't released it. Okay. I'm doing singles now.
Okay.
Yes, because I think that music has changed so much. Back in the day, we used to sell music on CD. CD.
Yes.
First it was power.
Before cassette.
Cassette mo. Cassette. Those times it is me cassette. Then it moved to CD. Right now, people don't do CD. And musicians, Charlie, there's a lot that goes into music, from writing your song, from the pre-production, paying studio time, and all of that. So yes, I drew a blank field. Meaning where you were here.
You were talking about album release and single release and the way the trend of music has evolved.
Yes. Things have evolved so much. It will be I don't even know how people sell the. Okay, they are distributors. Very good, companies who will distribute your song.
Yes.
Like DistroKid and other stuff like that. But people have to download it for you to get paid. And there's YouTube, of course.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So once you are doing singles for now, I know it will get to the time that the album will definitely drop.
In fact, this year, late this year.
Late this year, we should expect it this year.
Late this year, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's take a break. I'm showing Holy God video now to all those watching us on YouTube and Facebook. Let's take a spot of music. This one is Holy God from Bishop Joe Kwapong.
God, may ye you are awesome God, meda wasi namada wasi. Oh, you are holy God. May ye everybody sing. Say it again, say awesome God, yeah, but I say yeah, but you tell him awesome God, meda sin. You are faithful, my you are merciful, animada sin. Mada Oshi Maje Nimada Boshi. You are faithful. There's nobody like you, Jesus. Maje. Would you help me sing, say, tell him you're faithful, God, say, Animada Boshi, Animada Boshi. You are merciful, you are merciful, Animada, oh, my dear, say, my dear, my dear.
So that happens to be Holy God from Bishop Joe Kwapong. So, Bishop, coming back to you, when did you record this one? Holy God.
I can't remember the date. But
was it this year?
No, this was the previous year. I believe it would be the previous year. It would be the year before this.
Okay.
Yes.
A beautiful song it is. Very beautiful, well produced. I think the harmonies are very quality. And it's doing good. When you release songs that was
made in Ghana.
Made in Ghana. I see the video was also shot in Ghana.
Yes.
The
video
video.
was shot. The three girls in there is my niece, and then my daughters. Two of my
Okay.
daughters on the
Oh,
side.
okay,
They
okay.
all came down together. Yes,
To help shoot the video. Oh,
yes, to help
okay,
shoot it. Yes, I
okay.
wanted them in the video. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. So when you release songs like that, what sort of feedback do you get? Either from your listeners, from church members, from family? Because this is actually an awesome song. Holy God.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like I don't look for monetary reward.
Okay.
You know, I do the music because I love to do the music. I feel like this is a gift God has given to me. I want to give back, return. When I was much younger, maybe I'll be looking for Charlie Toma whole CDs, man, but I don't. I moved past that,
Okay.
And so when people like yourself make comments like you did, it keeps me like, okay, we
Okay.
appreciate what you're doing, so
Okay.
keep it going.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So it means that you are motivated and inspired by the comments that come from people and the impact
Yes,
the
sir.
song makes on
Yes, sir.
society.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's why you are DJ Use. You see?
Thank you very much. Thank you very
The
much.
number one DJ in the whole Africa. I don't care what nobody says.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yes.
Bishop, I think music sometimes also going to studio to record, making time to put pen and paper together and put lyrics together. And how do you come by your lyrics? How do you come by your songs?
A good question. You see, it's a collection of a lifetime experience. You know, it's a collection of a lifetime experience. I remember when I used to write when I was much younger, maybe 30 plus years ago. It used to be on. I remember one of the first songs I wrote. No me inachia yoko ni me ndigile. Ni I made the move ni Charlie Egerabi. It was out of the broken hearted.
Okay.
I wrote that song. Those times I didn't used to write gospel song. I just write life experience song.
Okay.
So most of the lyrics have come from the things I've been through. It's just that when it comes to the worship songs, can it be it is more of my encounter, my experience with the divine or with God and how He has impacted me. And sometimes it comes out of the scriptures. Sometimes it just comes out of life because life is a teacher. Life will teach you. Yes.
Okay. And I mean committing your own personal resources to making sure these songs are recorded, because I believe that you are giving all yourself the support. You don't have any record label, a record deal, or whatever. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's for me. It's about God has been so good to you. God has taken very good care of you. He has preserved me. I know people who are my age who also had music. They had talents. They ended up in the street, or not being able to give everything back. So for me, the motivation is I need to give back. And God has blessed me to the point where at least I'll be able to pay for my recording. I'll be able to, all that. My one of the things I want to do is to be able to scout young talents, people who have, and trust me, Ghana is full of people of talent. It is full. I mean, we may know the Joe Metals and the ones who are in the forefront, the limelight. But I have, in my travels in the last few years to Ghana, I've been through places and people have sung, and I have opened my mouth. I'm like, my goodness, and the younger generation coming out, they are so gifted, so talented. I was watching a guy, some secular guy, in your phone. And I don't know if you've seen that clip, but he's talking on the phone, but he's rapping, but it's on a phone.
Is it a secular song?
It's a secular song, yes. It's a secular song.
Okay.
I mean, listen, God is the one who gives gifts and talents. So for me, I don't limit, music to just, it has to be gospel, it has to be Jesus Christ and all Sarkodie, believe it or not, is one of my favorite guys.
Okay.
I love that guy. Listen to him. Oh, and by the way, let me just say this quickly. There's an ỌDADEƐ guy who KKD. I don't know if you know KKD.
Yeah, KKD, yes.
KKD. Yes, the legendary. I mean, that guy is
phenomenal. He's been to our studios before. He's been to our studios.
Oh, he's been
there?
Yes. Yeah. So there are many people out there who have talent. There are many people who are gifted, and we need to help them to birth the song. The song has to have a message, and the message has to be clear. It has to help people to make this life better. And not every song that says Jesus necessarily, but there could be secular songs that are also that carry good messages, and to me, those are great too.
Oh, okay. So, like, are you kind of scouting for young talent that possibly you could push and support them to unearth their talents?
Absolutely. In fact, I want to start with Preshek. When I come back, God willing, and I'm planning a trip soon by the grace of God.
Okay.
I want to come to the school. I want to meet with the SU president or whoever is in charge at the school in Preshek. I want to be part of their service. I want to see, some of the guys who play music, who sing, and all that.
There are some of the students who play instruments as well.
Yes. Those who play instrument as well. I want to connect with them and see how, we can be of help to them, how we can connect them, because some of them have the talent and they're probably just trying to, get to the next step. We can't help everybody, unfortunately, but at least one or two, we might be able to point them out. And there's a guy that I work with, Zola. Okay. Zola, good guy. He was with Zap those times, and he's jobbing.
Okay.
Great guy.
Wow. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. We pray that the Lord gives you the strength for you to come down.
Amen.
And also come and put all this support. I'm sure the students will be excited to have you come on campus, and some small scouting work.
I can't wait.
I'll be behind you, so when you come, we'll check me often. I can more.
Yes, sir. You know that. I can't come in here. My studio. I will come hang with you.
Exactly. So right now, the new trending song for Bishop Joe Kwapong from Joe Kwap's music is Beji Wayeyi. Receive your praise. Bishop, how is this song going so far?
Oh, it's going great. It's going great. Phenomenal. People are responding. In fact, on Sunday, I'm going to an American TV station, an American radio station, and they come and sing it. They don't know what it means, but it's like, so by the grace of God, it's trending well. It's doing very well. People are being blessed. And that's, for me, that's what it's all about.
Okay. So once they don't understand what you are saying, or once they don't get what you are they going to dance to the rhythm, or are you going to explain the song?
Music is a universal, language, as you know. So yes.
Okay. Yeah. Very well. So let's premiere the song. We have the video. So to those watching us on YouTube and on Facebook, exclusively here on ỌDADEƐ Radio, the brand new single from our own ỌDADEƐ Bishop Joe Kwapong, Beji Wayeyi. Let's enjoy the song and the video as well.
Sane Beji Wayeyi Obe Womoja Krum no Aye Adishe o Sane Beji Wayeyi So sume Beonia menye wo Pape Asida jumbe na mentu ma wo Sane Beji Wayeyi o Wayeyi do so be brave Wadoye do so be wate Sane Beji Wayeyi Onyame susume Me odia menya wo What the money che? I said I jump in a mental my woo. Sunny Betty, why you? Why you don't soon be brave? What do you don't soon be what? Sunny Betty, why you? Betty, why you? Why you don't soon, mammy? I don't soon, mammy. Sunny Betty, Betty, what's it out? What's it out? Don't soon, mammy. I don't soon, mammy. Odoman kuma mo bro hunfwe Preka sa ya medwe Mrs. Sunny Betty when you nyamwe Obe Onyam yobe ahimu hinye Wahindie fatawo Sunny Betty when you nyamwe Susume Me hodia menya wo Pape Asida jumbe na mento ma wo Sunny Betty, why you? Why you don't soon be brave? Why do you don't soon be what? Sunny Betty, why you? Onyame so sume, me odia menya wo. What the money che? I said I jump in a mento ma wo. Sunny Betty, 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 why you? Betty will not you. If it's a nasty as a wampara. Betty, why you don't so mamu? I don't so mamu. Sunny Betty, Betty, what's it out? What's it out? Don't so mamu. I don't so mamu. Utumi small nyansa small. Bona wo bosoro nyasa se beji unshi re. Obe onyami gwama dishi brimpone. Why ye fatawo sunny beji unshi re. So sume me odia menye wo. Pape I said I jumbe na mento ma wo. Sunny Betty, why you? Why you don't soon be brave? Why don't you don't soon be what? Sunny Betty, why you? When you mean so sume, me odia menya wo. What the money che? I said I jump in a mento ma wo. Sunny Betty, why you? Why you don't soon be brave? Why don't you don't soon be what? Sunny Betty, why you? Betty, why you don't so mamu? I don't so mamu. Sunny Betty, Betty, what's it out? What's it out? Don't so mamu. I don't so mamu. I know pay Betty, why you? Ha, hey, Betty, when she row. Hey. And I dream back to one more. Yes, you're rich and Nanka, yes, so yeah, 1 year. And then I'm featured for it, and I never do why you. How get you? Me, why,
Abba. All right, so brand new single from Bishop Joe Kwapon from Joe Kwap's Music 2023 and beyond. Bejiwaye, you receive your praise. Wonderful song and a beautiful video. Bishop.
That's it, yeah. That's it.
I've been dancing all along in the studio.
Is that right?
But you are and oje gwaka for shipon. Me na ke
I hear you.
yeah, the music is down, and I like the groove and the high life feeling in the song, and it's awesome. Trust me, it's awesome. Wonderful song.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all part of the journey, the return. I call it the return.
Okay.
Oda. Yeah. In the year 2020, it was believed to be 400 years since our ancestors left the shore of Ghana to come to North America. When the transatlantic slavery has started. It was in 2020.
Yes.
I began my return. That's when I went with my kids and all that. It was this song, Beji Wayeyi, Lehue, is also because right now it's like Lalaji is now. I have, my people in mind. I have Shia and all. So it's all part of the return. It's all part of, going back to the roots and all of that. Need that small part there. Need you follow me. All that there is to give you a prelude of what is coming. There's a praise medley coming.
Okay.
So that's the idea.
Okay. Because the song faded out when I said that you were moving into another level. Yes. The song faded out.
Yeah.
When you were starting another
verse
or something like that. Yes. Oh, okay. So the idea is to come out with.
There's a whole Lala GP Bachano in this. The tempo, we pick up the tempo a little bit more, and then later we go into the modern style, like all these hip life and all these what these young people are doing, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah. So we should expect a medley coming from Bishop.
Yes, sir.
When are we to look forward to that?
Oh no, my review secret.
Okay. Baba exclusive owner. Exclusively. Okay. We'll be watching out for that closely.
Yes, sir.
Closely because but wait small and let's enjoy Beji Wayeyi kakra. Wait small and let's enjoy the Beji Wayeyi for some months.
Okay, exactly. That's the idea.
Let's exhaust the music. So
I hear you.
All right, so Bishop, I know that Beji Wayeyi, you did a song, you recorded and did everything in the US and also did a video in the US. Is that right?
Dabi, I recorded in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Charlie, I don't. Oh, yeah. But it's Sha. You hear of the guy Sha? Sha did that. He has quite popular songs out there.
Okay. So he recorded this song for you.
Yes, everything was recorded. Yes, he recorded this song, and there's a gentleman, Zola. That's my boy. I mean, Zola is. I call him. I say, Charlie, here's what I've written here. So you take the stuff, you go in there, do production, bring it back to me. Let's change here. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Okay.
So he really oversaw this song from it being recorded and the background singers, all of that. Yeah, but everything was done in Ghana. It's only the video and it was shoot here in Atlanta. This is Midtown Atlanta. Yeah,
Atlanta,
but everything was recorded. Ghana has the best music. I'm telling you. Ghana
in fact, I can see that he has the real Ghanaian feeling in there.
Yeah. Ghana has the best music, and Ghanaian musicians. I'm telling you, I know Nigerians want to fight with us, but look, everything they do right now, it comes from the root is high life. I remember those times when Ramblers, my father used to play, Lloyd, and the old time, music. Everything is from Ghana. It's from the high life. Anybody who knows, know.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghanaians are just amazing people when it comes to the arts and music, particularly.
I mean, and you are part of it. You are part of it. Yes, you are part of it.
In fact, I think that anybody who plays, whether from Brenneman, what's his name, the Nigerian guy, all these guys, they need to pay royalties to the Ga tribe specifically because everything came out of Banlogo. You see where you see the rhythm. Everything.
Yes.
Everything is from there. Trust me. Yes.
It's true. It's true. Bishop, we'll be wrapping up shortly, but I want to find out what do you want. What do you want your songs or your music or the songs you write and release? What do you want it to accomplish, especially Bejuaye?
Good question. Good question. I wanted to put people in a certain mode to understand that all that you are, all that you ever hope to be, is because of Oplejing, is because of the great I am, or you know. And no matter what you are going through, no matter what life has dealt you, you know, you can hold your head up. And when praises go up, the blessing comes down. You know, if I ask you, I can say, Charlie Mahabu, $3 billion, but you live for 3 days and die, will you take the 3 billion?
And live for just 3 days.
And live for 3 days.
Oh, that is too short.
Aha. So there is something better than money.
Okay.
Your life. You know, that you prefer that life. You prefer to be here. Well, every morning we wake up, thank you for another day. Or say, and then should be wama de pa achie. You know, wama de pa achie. Everything. So that's I wanted to put us into a mode of gratitude, you know, and expecting the best to happen. Okay. You know, because God has got your back, no matter what you're going through, what you're dealing with. There are better days ahead. You know, the sun will shine again. Yes, sir.
Okay, definitely, the sun will surely shine again. Bishop, what do you have to tell all our viewers and our listeners, and especially the ÖDADEƐs doing the listening? I mean, as you take leave of us.
Yes, I want to give a shout out to, or there are too many people, I can't mention every
No names.
Okay. But I want to thank all the you know, everybody who has achieved anything in life had to have stood on somebody's shoulders. You know, as I mentioned earlier, for me, this whole journey started with standing on the shoulders of my parents, my mom, you know, Mama Kapong, and all that. So the ÖDADEƐs, the trailblazers, those who have gone on ahead of us, our seniors, we appreciate you, and even our juniors, you know, because they will emulate what you've done. They will look at what has been done. So let's keep supporting ÖDADEƐ Radio. Let's give back in ways we can, especially those of us in the diaspora. You know, it's not too much to, you know, $50 here, $20 here, $100 here, $75. Help sponsor somebody. I hope that at ÖDADEƐ we do some type of, and I don't know if it's already in the works, you know, some type of a mentorship program where we get to sponsor different things. I know we're doing a lot, and I really salute all the ÖDADEÄs. Great work. You know, but keep supporting the breeze, keep supporting ÖDADEƐ Radio. Let's push, let's make, and you know, ÖDADEÄ is the greatest. God made ÖDADEÄ the rest of the schools. So let's support our school. We love our school. Happy are we, studios are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. And I'm proud to be an ÖDADEÄ.
Yeah, exactly. A very proud moment indeed. Thank you so much, Bishop, for I hope we didn't wake you up too early this morning.
Oh, Charlie, but that one they have to do. I mean, there's nothing. Look, we used to get up for shipping. So this one, so this one is okay.
But tomorrow we have some big mega shipping coming off at the EMC. Some big shipping coming off tomorrow.
I hear you.
It won't be easy.
I hear you.
But we'll be here to make sure everything goes well.
Nice. But thank you too for having me, DJ Hughes. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes.
You know, thank you so much, and keep up the great work, man. Keep up the great work. We listen, and we're very proud of what you all are doing.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Bishop. Once again, thank you so much for your time, and we'll continue to push and promote the music and ensure that it hits the right places.
Thank you.
We'll continue to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop.
Thank you.
All right. We'll have to end it here. And a big salute to my big man on the other side of the river, Bishop Joe Kwapong, for joining us this morning on the Friday edition of The Breeze right here on ÖDADEÄ Radio. It's actually been an exciting time having you also join us on the program this morning. We actually cross into the afternoon, so it is time for us to wrap up on this edition of The Breeze. We brought to you live here on ỌDADEƐ Radio. I'll just take a quick break. When I return, I'll be here, and then we'll wrap it up for today's edition of The Breeze. Please stay tuned.
What does the Bible say? And what sort of light does it throw on any life-related issue? John chapter 1 verse 5 states, "And the light shineth in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not." Light for Life is a Christian panel discussion program on all life-related issues and how the Bible helps us in its day-to-day application. Beloved, my name is Reverend Gordon Kwashi, and I invite you to join me and my guests on the Light for Life program on ỌDADEƐ Radio Online this and every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. I trust that as we engage in this Light for Life program, we'll all be able to say to our God, "In thy light we shall see light." God richly bless you as you tune in.
I don't know what I would do without him. Whom shall I fear?
The Education Standpoint is a radio program only on ỌDADEƐ Radio. The program intends to bring together all stakeholders in the education spectrum of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School to a live studio discussion on all the topical issues in education and help put to proper perspective the views from standpoint of all stakeholders. The Education Standpoint will also help guide the school and create a better understanding for administration, students, teachers, parents, the church, and the alumni. Tune in to Education Standpoint exclusively on ỌDADEƐ Radio Online, Thursdays 2 to 4 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Saturdays at 9 a.m. I am Reverend Emmanuel Ambrose Asamoah, an ỌDADEƐ former teacher, former student, educationist, counselor, and will be your host on the Education Standpoint. Please do make a date with me.
Agriculture plays a crucial role to our country's development with a huge contribution to Ghana's GDP whilst providing for our food needs at the same time.
They should know that agric is the backbone of every country. Honestly, you began by giving us the percentages, but it used to be 70% that agric contributes to the economy. It's because of certain lapses that has made a figure decline.
I don't know why they see farming as a bad occupation, because in other developed countries, they take agric very seriously and they make a lot of money out of farming. They use a lot of modern technology to improve their yield, but over here we only see it as the use of certain man-made or small implements such as cutlass and hoe, which don't really do much. If you want to go into mass production, which will bring you a lot of money, you use a lot of modern technology that will help improve the yield.
Time to put the spotlight on agriculture value chain in Ghana on Agric Panorama on ỌDADEƐ Radio. Agric Panorama is a radio program that is aimed at creating a unique platform for all farmers, traders, processors, transporters, wholesalers, and all other actors within the agric value chain. Agric experts, policymakers, students in agriculture, and other stakeholders as they participate in a panel discussion to unravel all that matters to improve agriculture and agribusiness sector, which is the backbone of Ghana's economy.
It's beneficial to the country in the sense that renowned companies in this country, the products these companies bring out are from agric, or the raw products are from agric, which has been processed into finished goods.
With agric, as I was coming, I wanted to do biology, but my grandfather was the person who told me that, why don't you try agriculture? Because I'm a farmer, and look at where I am. So you can also try agriculture, and then you can see how far you go.
Agric Panorama will be broadcast live from the studios of ỌDADEƐ Radio Online every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can listen and contribute to this program via the Zeno FM radio app or ỌDADEƐ Radio app from the Google Play Store or App Store. Also watch it live on YouTube or Facebook at ỌDADEƐ Radio or ỌDADEƐ Radio Ghana. ỌDADEƐ Radio, shine the light.
You are listening to The Breeze, live on ỌDADEƐ Radio.
subiemo. O amade pachi and yo sane beji wa ye. Obe, womoja krum krum no. I adishia o sane beji wa ye. So sume me unia menya wo. Pape, I said I jumbe na mintu ma wo. Sane beji wa ye o. Why ye do so be brave? Why do ye do so be what? Sane beji wa ye. Onya me so sume me unia menya wo. What the boniche? I said I jumbe na mintu ma wo. Sane beji wa ye o. Why ye do so be brave? Why do ye do so be what? Sane beji wa ye. Beji wa ye o. Why ye do so mami o. I do so mami o. Sane beji o. Beji wa seda do so mami o. I do so mami o. Odoman koma mo bro nufwe Preka se ya medwe Mesesane beje when you nyamwe Obe Onyam yobe ahimu hinye Wahindie fatawo Sane beje when you nyamwe Susume Me hodia menya wo Pape Azida jombe na mento ma wo Sane beji wa ye o. Why ye do so be brave? Why do ye do so be what? Sane beji wa ye. Onyame so sume me odia menya wo. What the boniche? I said I jumbe na mento ma wo. Sane beji